We are now watching Grace Krager's underwater brushstroke. This video will be analyzed at 1/4 of the original speed for video analysis purposes. This is Coach Connor commentating. Let's begin. Okay, Grace, one thing I want you to keep in mind is that as we leave the wall, we want our arms to be aiming towards the other end, okay, as straight as possible. As you leave the wall, and you're going to notice what I'm talking about as we begin our first pull out, as we begin the first phase of the pull out, is that your arms are aimed down towards the bottom. Okay? And as you can see, let me bring it back actually a clip. See, you can see your arms are aimed down towards the bottom. If I pause right there, you can see your arms. Okay, your head is down in good position, but your hips are up in the back. Your feet are towards the surface of the water. Okay, right here is another good shot. So as we do our first initial big kick down, this is where we want to be. Okay, as soon as we leave the wall, we want to have this parallel position, okay, with this much depth to the surface. So that's the optimal position that we want to leave in and continue to stay in that zone until we complete our pull out. Okay, now right here. Okay, everything is great. You got back into the optimal body position, but as you're sliding your hands back up to the top, which is correct, you are sliding them underneath your body, your head juts up towards the surface, and then your hips drop right back down towards the bottom once again. Okay, and then with our kick being as wide as it is, if you've already watched the above water video, you'll understand what I'm referring to. With our kick as wide as it is, it's causing our body position to drop even lower. Therefore, we struggle to get to the surface. Okay, and before we even complete the kicking phase of our pull out, we're already into our first stroke. Okay, so we're already beginning to overlap the stroke cycles. Okay. Again, as I mentioned in the above water video, referring to that, our pull. Okay, we're beginning to pull as soon as the hands come out in front. We're not doing what we call riding the glide. We want to make sure we ride the glide with the arms out in front, waiting for that kick to be completed. As soon as the feet come back together and we complete the kick, that's when we can take our next pull. And that's when we begin our next stroke cycle. Okay, and it's because we're beginning that pull so early that we're having to lift that head up to get that breath. If we can just sit on that glide, okay, after we complete our pull, sit on the glide with our head down, wait for the kick to finish, we're going to be more towards the surface, therefore we can at least minimize the head movement. Okay? If we can't keep the head completely still, we can at least minimize the head movement through proper timing of the pull with the kick. So brushstroke, much like butterfly, and the butterfly, as I said in the above water video, did an excellent job of fixing that. Brushstroke and butterfly are just timing. Okay, they're much more prone to timing as opposed to freestyle and backstroke. Okay, if we don't have proper timing on butterfly or brushstroke, we lose power, we lose speed very quickly. Therefore, we start to burn through a lot more energy. Okay, I think this is a good shot right here of where we're at in our brushstroke right now. We have the head lift. Okay, we're completing the pull at a good position where we want to be. What we want this arm position, this hand position at the top of our pull, the elbows out, fingertips pointing towards each other, palms down. So where if we can have that, okay, it's going to be a lot more efficient. And therefore, our hips, rather than being down here, are going to be more up here. Okay? So we want them up here as opposed to down here. Again, these are fixes that are going to be tough in the beginning, at least with the kick. I think the timing of it can be fixed right away. So I think that's something that we can focus from here on out at practice. And if we continue to work on that, okay, everything else will kind of fall in line a lot easier. I think if we fix the timing of our stroke, it's going to be a lot easier for us to really focus on the kick as well. Okay, I think I learned a lot from this video, and I hope you did as well. And if you have any questions about it, please let me know, and I will be happy to sit down and discuss it with you. Thank you for watching, and thank you once again for participating in the Dartfish program.